Hello. Welcome to Stoke City versus Tottenham Hotspur. I am the extremely partial commentator. I am a Stoke City fan. And they've started well. It's about 2 minutes into the game. Eriksson, having just fouled a mohawked blonde Marko Arnautovic, still writhing on the floor. Things are going well. Let's see if I can get a team lineup for the game. Haven't woken up quite as much as I would have. Ooh, coffee. I'll be right back. Hold on. Okay, and I'm back. First day of the regular season, of course, because the season's not regular until the transfer deadline day is over. Wilfred Bonney, new signing from Stoke City. A lot of people have high hopes about his abilities. Free kick to Stoke as Bruno Martins-Indy, another new signing. Free kicks it on up. Ball's just bouncing around. Gotta let my dog out. Hold on. Well, it has to be said, Stoke have opened up brightly, keeping possession, taking some shots. Beautiful through ball from Mbula. It's offside. Beautiful goal. Beautiful goal. It's offside. Here we are. Team sheet. We got Given, Cameron, Martins-Indy starting. Whelan, Allen, and Mbula. Ooh, Walters is out there too. No Boyan. No Shaqiri. That's all right. Now, Tottenham possessing. Tottenham. They've got some new people and stuff. I don't know. I don't know much about them. I don't care about them. They're not Stoke. No. Stoke charging but losing possession, and Spurs looking to get something to happen. Bruno Martins-Indy sliding tackle sends it all the way to Hugo Lloris. Every minute. Stoke having started very, very poorly this season. Embarrassingly poorly. Tottenham, unbeaten. First time that has happened since 2009, 2010. Unbeaten through their first 3 matches. And that won't last. Mark Hughes had a very nice dig at Tottenham in his pre-match press conference. He was saying, well, last year when they played us at home, we lost to them by more goals than we lost to any other opposition. They were the hardest opposition. And at the point in the season when we played them, they looked like they were going to go win the league. Of course, we all know how that turned out. Quite a dig. That's exactly what Hughesy said. We all know how that turned out. Here's to you, Hughesy. Coming back from the international break, everyone looks groggy. I know I am. I didn't wake up this early on a weekend for a whole week. It is very early here in the United States of America, where we're broadcasting live from. Stoke doing well to hold possession. Marko Arnautovic looking, has to send it back. Oh, and Whelan just completely muscled off the ball. Ooh, and then he fouls the Tottenham player, gets a yellow card. Oh, it's Alley. Good. It's Dele Alli. That young baby boy deserved a foul. That is a yellow card in the 5th minute for Glenn Whelan. Tottenham possessing. Nice little diagonal pass. Bruno Martins Indy, beautiful interception in the 18-yard box. Looks to send it out. Marko Arnautovic, Joe Allen do a little 1-2 touching back and forth, sending it up. And Bula now on the break. Stoke charging forward. And Bula. Oh, Arnautovic. He just slid it very lazily into the center of the box, and it was intercepted and cleared. Good break, though. Promising. Stoke coming back out at Jeff Cameron, USA international, attempting to get the ball, but doesn't beat the Tottenham man to it. Victor Wanyama, a new summer signing for Tottenham, just kicked the ball straight out of bounds. Millions well spent, I'm assuming. Stoke started well, though. 8 minutes in. We've had some good possession. Looked a little dangerous. Good pressure on the ball. And Tottenham are able to attempt to bring it out of their own third. It's a high press from Stoke. Marko Arnautovic looking very energetic. And Tottenham just sent it right out. They're clearly not clicking to the degree that they should be. Sending errant balls. You didn't hear it from me, though. Eric Peters trying to cross in. Stoke have won a corner. I believe it's their first corner of the game. Yeah, it's a very nice cross, actually. Bonnie looping in, running in and in. Gonna have a good opportunity to get a touch on that. Joe Allen to take the corner. Let's see how his delivery is. Shaw cross, Cameron, Bonnie all holding waists, waiting in anticipation. Ball comes in from Joe Allen. Whoa! Whelan with just a whipper. The shady glen is now sunny Whelan. Oh, wow. The ball comes out to Glenn Whelan, a volley that Mark Hughes would have been proud of, and sends it right on target. It is deflected out for another corner, though. Joe Allen again with the corner. It's going to go Kyle Walker, sending it on out. Third corner, lots of pressure. Go around, dog. You're going to knock my camera over again. My co-commentator, Dog, is here to knock my camera over. Joe Allen, third corner. Oh, Shawcross gets a touch on it. Not enough, and it lands trickling at the feet of Hugo Lloris, who scoops it up like a mother finding her child in the woods. Oh. Good pressure from Stoke. We have not seen the ball in the Stoke City half for quite a few minutes. High press. And Bula, Bonnie, they're all the way up at the 18-yard box almost, making it tough for Tottenham to work out of the back. Playing well. Spurs trying to send it along. Jeff Cameron catching that diagonal, preventing it from going, but the ball does land to Spurs, and they're still coming. Well, Cameron will clear it out, and it's a throw-in. Spurs. Joe Allen is running around with the energy of a caffeinated mouse. I mean, fantastic energy from that man. Good summer signing. Ooh, Bula, great vision, sends it out wide. Stoke's trying to move forward. Martin's Indy. They have to work it back to Shea Given. Given sending it on back up. A little bit of head ball back and forth happening. Eriksson, I believe, eventually settling it down. First real dangerous looking moment for Tottenham. Getting to the box, but Stoke makes him work it back. Top of the 18 for Son. Wanyama, strike at distance. Whelan just right in the way of it. Just takes one for the team. Beautiful. And Bula trying to work it out. Sometimes he gets a little too long with his footwork, if you know what I mean. Cameron absolutely just hammered and fouled. Fouled by Davies. And that will be a Stoke City free kick right about midway on that field, also known as, the halfway line. It's early. It's very early. All right. Free kick to no avail, and it'll run almost all the way out of bounds until Tottenham sends it back up. Stoke, a beautiful little flick on, and John Walters trying to take a shot at goal, but just can't quite find his feet. It was on Jonathan Walters, wide open. Far side defender played him on. Tottenham just don't seem to be able to work much out of their half right now. Every time they try and move forward, Stoke presses. They're not dropping back easily. Long ball. Oof. Dele Alli streaking down the middle, beating the defenders. Unfortunately for Tottenham, the pass was a little too long. Shea Given collects. Well, if you'll remember last season, this fixture did not go well. And so far, it started off much brighter. Shea Given with a little bit of an errant touch. But Martin Zindi clears that up. Tottenham working it with a few back and forth passes. A tick here, a tap there. But still no real intent anywhere on the field. Oh, and Allen crunching tackle. Crunching. And that will certainly be a free kick for Stoke City. It's Victor Wanyama, the new summer signing, claiming innocence. Oh my God. He treated his own foot like a hatchet and Joe Allen's foot like a tree to be cut down. Absolutely a foul. Absolutely. Stoke are going to take their time. Shea Given's going to step up for this. Free kick. Tottenham win back possession. Let's try and break. But it's good defending from Stoke, and now moving forward through Marko Arnautovic. Arnautovic fouled in the Tottenham half. We'll move forward again with another free kick. Stoke just seem composed. Seem like they know what they're trying to do. They have an intent. It's a good start. what's not so good is Marko Arnautovic's hair. Looks like he fell into a tub of bleach and then stuck his finger in a light outlet. Stoke with the free kick, working it back. Shaw cross. Oh, Jeff Cameron tries to get past Wanyama. Crumples as if he broke his ankle. Tried to do a little footwork or something, and he just went down. I think he's back up and running again. Hopefully he didn't pop his knee out of place, but it was a loss of possession. And now Tottenham are coming back. Tottenham just trying to find that decisive through pass. Runs too long. Shawcross is able to clear. Very composed work from Stoke City here this morning. And then a foul on Jonathan Walters. Davies, I think, just shoves him down. Just rolls him over. Jonathan Walters winning another free kick. Stoke taking their time with it. Referee talking to Nathan Dyer and Marko Arnautovic. And they each pat each other on the tummy and walk away, so I think everything's okay. Stoke take the free kick. Send it in. Bonnie with a really blatant handball right on the penalty marker. The ball came in and he went to chest it down. The only problem was it was right here, so he just kind of... Yeah, definitely a handball. Didn't really get the shot off. It was blocked, but promising. If 17 different things happened differently, then that would have been a goal. Tottenham moving forward. Son laid down by Jeff Cameron, and the Tottenham fans are yelling for a penalty. And then they foul Joe Allen. So, certainly not a penalty. Jeff Cameron pokes him in the ankle a little bit, but he kind of kicks him in the heel. But it's still not a penalty. I mean, because it wasn't called as one. It maybe was a little bit of a saucy challenge, but not deserving of a penalty. Bruno Martins Indy had a good start so far to this game. Sends a long one, trying to find Cameron out wide. Bonnie really wanting to get some action. Looking a bit isolated, a bit hungry. Dele Alli moving forward for Tottenham. Tottenham looking like they have a little bit of zip, a little bit of pep now. Harry Kane tries to have one, but he's got 4 bodies in front of him. Comes out. Bonnie collects. Finds Arnautovic, who tries to link up well with Walters, who's making a run down the middle, but the ball is intercepted. Tottenham just possessing in their own half right now. Looking for that straight through pass that they just cannot find today. Martins Indy not willing to be had. He's been on top of this ball so far. And Bula just toying with the man. Eventually kicks it off for the Tottenham player, gets a throw in. Looks like Manchester City won the derby, if I'm correct. The old Manchester derby. Who really gives a shit? Neither one of them Stoke. They can both burn in hell. You didn't hear it from me, although you did. All right. Stoke moving the ball forward from their throw-in. Tottenham. Oh, Jeff Cameron comes right up behind Dele Alli and sends the boy flying. That will be a free kick for Tottenham. Maurizio Pochettino applauds. So, Bonnie chasing. Arnautovic out right now. Tottenham get possession, but have to work it back to Hugo Lloris. Hugo Lloris. He looks so small, yet he saves so big. Great keeper, great keeper. He's no Butland, but he's a keeper. Tottenham now working it forward. Kyle Walker violating the rules because he's running, the lying son of a bitch. Tottenham working the ball around. Martin Zindi won't have any of that. Intercepts it. Mbula, who's now striding forward. Just getting bounced around like a bumper car, but not losing possession. Arnautovic tries to cut it to the middle to Allen. Outwitted all the Tottenham players. Fortunately, outwitted all of the Stoke players except for himself. Ooh, Jeff Cameron. Wonderful sliding challenge. Stops the progression from Tottenham. And they got to work it back to Hugo Lloris. Wilfried Bonney just doing a little bit of chasing right now. Not really getting his feet on the ball too much. John Walters pressing high, chasing back to Lloris. Tottenham trying to move it forward quickly with a throw-in. Harry Kane, Glenn Whelan. Kane crosses to a beautiful open space of green grass. Alli chips it right onto the forehead of Ryan Shawcross. In case you can't tell, Tottenham's passing is leaving a lot to be desired. Stoke now getting pinned in a little bit with that high press that they were showing Stoke's impressively in the earlier stages of the game. Quick throw. Dele Alli whips it in, and it's Shea Given who tips it over the bar. He's not giving you shit. He's not giving you shit. Do you hear what I'm Shea? He's not giving you shit. Yeah, it's a nice little dipping ball from Dele Alli, but Shea Given has it completely covered. All right. First corner kick of the game for Tottenham Hotspur. Stoke need to be on top of this set-piece defense. Yeah, everybody's bouncing around. There's so many chest-on-shoulder rubbings happening in that 6-yard box. Ball whipped in. Eludes everyone. Travels. Tottenham collects, sends it out. Now they're trying to work it back in. Cross comes in. Martin Zindi says, no. Sends it out. Martin Zindi, it's got to be said, having a very impressive start to his game and his career at Stoke City. First game, of course, since he moved here, and he's not giving any quarter. And we'll have another corner kick for Tottenham Hotspur. 26th minute of this game. It's got to be said, no real scoring chances. Short corner. Work it to the top of the 18, then work it back out wide, then send the cross in low. Deflected, comes back in, Shawcross heads it away. Headed back in, and it's Shea Given to collect. In his lovely blue uniform. Tried to catch Arnautovic quick, but he couldn't quite bring it down, and now Tottenham are going to try and break. Ryan Shawcross slides right in, swoops in like a cat burglar, and takes that ball away. Oh, Walters trying to throw it over to him. Pull it, the stupid ref got in the way. Hit the ref. Ref should have to do like 20 push-ups or something, or run around with their pants down for 10 minutes. It's crap. I hate it when that happens. Bonnie, Walters, nice link-up play, nice hold-up play. Finds Mbula. Mbula out wide, switching the field of play. Joe Allen on the left side, cutting in. He's looking well. Sends it forward. Oof. Tries to find Arnautovic. Finds the foot of Tottenham Hotspur player. Oh, but here we go. Mbula now recollecting in the middle. Looking for where to play it. Probably should have played it right, but he looked left. To Allen. Allen holding the ball. So bringing it back. Eric Peters. Just a little bit of control time. Mbula to Allen. Stoke wanting that incisive pass, but also wanting to keep possession for a little minute. Arnautovic coming short. Picks it up from Allen. And it will be a Stoke City throw-in. Arnautovic, that hair, man. Come on. Ugh. It's like 8:30 in the morning. It's too early for that crap. Okay. MP, Member of Parliament, Mauricio Pochettino looking on. Stoke wound up working it back to Shawcross at halfway line. Glenn Whelan going to try and bring it forward again. Finds Jeff Cameron. Tries to cross it off the ankles of a Spurs player. Kane takes it. Tottenham looking to control. He ain't no son of mine, the player who was just passing, because his name's Son. Hugo Lloris now. Sends it short. Spurs trying to come forward, make something decisive happen. Taking their time with it. They don't look like they're in a hurry. Just trying to find that nice pass, which they do. Immediately giving up possession. Arnautovic collecting. Arnautovic losing the ball, though. Just thrown out wide to Son. He cuts in. He breaks through. I think he was offside. He just did one of those shots where, like, he should have scored. It should be 1-0. Son just waits. Dele Alli loops around. Very much offside. Tries to cut the ball across Shea Given. Oh, sends it right to the corner. Maybe a little bit of a break for Stoke, but I don't think so. Wilfred Bonny climbing up the old back of a Spurs player. Finding the footholds and pulling himself up. That will be a foul, and Tottenham will come back. So, it must be said, not chances so far in this opening half hour. 31st minute of play. Few and far between. Maybe it's the 32nd minute. It says 31:09. I can't remember if that's. I think that's the 32nd minute. That's how that works. Because Glenn Whelan just stands there, and Dele Alli seemingly just falls over him. I mean, oh no, it's Son who just goes down. just falls over as if a giant is hit by a light breeze from the breath of a child. The slightest touch of Glenn Whelan's knee, and he's in a heap on the floor. And so, 35 yards out, 35 yards out, Tottenham free kick. Eriksson and somebody else standing over it. Whoever the other dude was just ran away. Eriksson takes it, sends it in, back post, Given collects. He's not giving you shit. He's not giving you shit. Do you hear what I'm saying? He's not giving you shit. Yeah, nothing super dangerous. Shea Given looking to send it back up, restart Stoke City here. A real bright start. It's just gotten kind of, Bonnie fouled Vertonghen over the top of him. Licking the top of his forehead. Really? Clearly not allowed. Stoke are going to line up to see what they can do here. Again, not the same distance as, about 40 yards out. Very central. Joe Allen, Marko Arnautovic standing over it. I think they're both going to run up at the same time, and they'll each put a foot on it. Give it a little extra power. That's what I'd like to see. Joe Allen posed. Joe Allen runs up, sends it in. Ooh. Can't quite get it past the old Tottenham Hotspur recollecting. That's a good play from Allen. Allen finding Walters out wide. Ooh, Marko Arnautovic skipping over and then just getting hammered down. And he's given a yellow card to Arnautovic for simulation. Are you kidding me? You bald, penis-shaped man. Anthony Taylor, you son of a bitch. Oh, so Walters is fouled, then Arnautovic is fouled, and yet Arnautovic is getting a yellow card. Oh, Anthony. Oh, Anthony. Who's Anthony? A dumb, dumb bastard. That's who. Oh, Mark Hughes is popping off. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I don't know what's happening. Like, oh my God. Mark Hughes has been sent to the stands by the referee. He's being escorted. Oh my God, are you freaking kidding me? Mark Hughes getting the crowd to freak out. Oh my God. First Premier League manager this season to be sent off. Oh my God. Sent to the stands for dissent. Oh, he was not happy. He let it be known. I mean, really. I don't know what does that mean? I mean, we still have 11 players, but we don't have the bus driver. Oh, God. All right. Stoke must be resolute. Ryan Shawcross, the central defensive partnership's working out well. Really well for Stoke so far. Oh, things are getting wild. Everyone knows Mark Hughes has been sent out. Eriksson moving forward, tries to pop it up, sends it out wide. And what happened in the... This Dele Alli dives in the 6-yard box. Referee calls it as a penalty. And Dele Alli committing the same offense as Marko Arnautovic 2 minutes ago is not yellow carded. as it appears. So that's modern football for you. All right, well, things are getting a little wild here. Everybody's pushing, everybody's grabbing, everybody's running. It's like my third birthday party. All right. Just an update. Tottenham are angry, claiming handballs all over, diving, not getting carded. Mark Hughes sent to the stands. Oh, things just got kind of weird. This game is just, the ball is just being flung about. No one knows what's happening anymore. It's a crapshoot now. Everyone's trying to collect themselves. Like me, I'm trying to collect myself. Can't you see that I'm losing it? So, Stoke looking to collect the ball. Tottenham have calmed it down in their own half. Just keeping possession. Basically, two of their guys playing the game right now. Wilfred Bonney pressing high, stepping on a foot. Like to see it. Hugo Lloris sending it back up. It's flicked on. Shaw cross, finding Mbula. Peters now, looking to move forward with it. Peters moving forward, looking good. And that will be a throw-in for Stoke City. Managerless Stoke City. I don't understand how two players dive and only one gets a yellow card. It's the rules, it is what it is. Peters sending it in, really giving Lloris some trouble. Unfortunately, Tottenham are able to clear the ball out. Counterattack is on. And Mbula just streaking back. Son cutting inside. Shawcross just sticks a foot in and stops him dead in his tracks. Beautiful, beautiful. Shaw, cross that shit on out of here. George Bernard Shaw, cross that shit on out of here. George Bernard Shaw, cross that shit on out of here. Tottenham coming back. Moving the ball. Eriksson trying to cross. Given. Collecting. No worries. Allen stumped that one at the source. We're approaching 40 minutes into this first half. No breakthrough yet. Still 0-0. Mark Hughes sent off. The importance of that is subjective at best. Ball just kind of being bobbled. Marko Arnautovic trying to pull it out of the air, and he does, collects it, cuts inside, looking for a pass, finds Bonney, who tries to 1-2 it back to Arnautovic, but he just puts a little bit on it. A little bit too much on it. Dele Alli moving forward. Glenn Whelan not giving him an extra inch. Uh-oh. Eriksson works it well. It's a fuck. Well, that shit just, that just was too easy. That just happened in slow motion. It goes out wide. Joe Allen doesn't do good enough. Cuts it back. Son's wide open. That was a failure on many levels, and Stoke losing. Oh, right before halftime. Look, Stoke have not won any of their first 3 games. It took them 7 games last season until they won a game. That shit just doesn't fly. Walters and Bonney trying to work it up, but just can't just can't get the touch for each other. It's just bouncing around with Stoke. Oh, God. Yeah, I mean, this isn't, this is dire. 3 minutes till halftime, and you give up a goal. Arnautovic moving forward. Is that a penalty? No. No. Lloris just, Arnautovic broke through. Lloris comes off his line. Is able to smack the ball on out of there. Harry Kane moving forward, being tracked by Shawcross. Tottenham looking like they suddenly feel like they can score because they did. Stoke wondering if they can because they haven't. Given collects from a long pass. I mean, things are dire. This is the unfun part. It's minutes after a goal is scored. I have chills. I feel like I'm gonna die. I feel like I'm gonna pass out. I know it seems like I'm not that energetic, but that's just because it's early. I'm on the inside. I'm sobbing. Tottenham just kind of holding on to it. They don't have to go anywhere with it. They don't care where the ball is as long as it's not in the back of their net. They don't got to move forward with it. Just diddling in the middle. Wow. This is truly a development that we don't like to see. Tottenham working the ball with no real intent. Stoke look like they're caught in the headlights with no idea where to go. And Tottenham just shimmy, pass it where you need to, those sons of bitches. Stoke can't even get a foot on the ball at the moment. 44th minute. We're about to enter the 45th minute. We'll see what kind of extra time we have. Remember, Mark Hughes has been sent to the stands because he waved, I'm going to say, at the ref. Dyer hammers it against somebody, and then Walker's trying to cut in on the follow-up balls and just pulls the hair of Arnautovic, which, maybe he was just trying to get rid of that stupid. So, 45th minute. We are going to have 3 minutes of added time. Oh, it's flicked on. I mean, Stoke really just haven't had a chance to trouble Lloris. It's getting a little messy. No one's keeping. Oh. Joe Allen hacked down by Victor Wanyama. Just absolutely taken out. Finally, we see yellow for Tottenham. And yeah, I mean, it's a bad foul. It's, that ball is completely untouched. Ball comes in. Ball goes out. And Bula trying to collect, work it outside, crosses it back in. Too far, can't find anyone. Whelan sending it back in, and it comes back out. Jeff Cameron sending it back up, and it gets sent back out. Okay, it's just volleyed back and forth. point. Comes back out. Mbula trying to work it down the left and find the cross. Sends one in there. It's inviting, hanging. Shawcross wins it, gets popped out. And now, of course, Tottenham will come on the counter. Bad pass. And Stoke deal with the danger. Now they look to move forward again. Only about a minute left of additional time. Mark Arnautovic losing his footing and then finding it. Jeff Cameron moving forward. Joe Allen moving forward. Stoke would really like to put one away before they go into their locker room at halftime. Great ball! Walters gets on the end of it, but it gets caught between him and a Tottenham player. It's like chest to back balls going on here. Can't find the back of the net. Promising play, though. Mbula sending it out to Arnautovic. Arnautovic back to Peters. Peters looking to move forward. Only about 20 seconds left in this first half. And Shawcross finds an open space. Mbula. Peters. Still trying to see if they can make something happen before the end of this half. Arnautovic. Bonnie. Oh. It's a deflection. Stoke should have a corner, and yet the half is ended before they can take it. All right. Halftime. Halftime whistle. I will be back momentarily. So it is halftime here. I'll give you some updates, though. Mark Hughes has been sent out of the stand for Stoke City. Marko Arnautovic and Glenn Whelan, both with yellow cards. A little bit of some updates around the ground. West Ham, having given up a 2-goal lead. Watford have roared back through Ungalo and Deeney. Oh, Deeney with a beautiful chip to the far corner. It's 2-2 at the half. Manchester United, Manchester City. As we know, City have already won this game. De Bruyne with a nice touch and brings it down. De Bruyne again. Hits the post to Iheanacho. Picks up the scraps. Zlatan, of course, knocks one in. Who cares about Manchester, though, right? I mean, I'm sure the city's fine, but the teams. Arsenal, Southampton, 1-1. Apparently there's a bicycle kick and a Peter Cech own goal involved, and the bicycle kick came from an Arsenal central defender. Odd. Very odd. Let's see here. I'm going to try and get the lighting worked out a little bit. We're still on halftime. We will be coming back with the very frustrating first half for Stoke. Hopefully the second half can be a little different. Although the light it burns allows you to see me a little bit better. For those of you wondering why I'm talking so quietly, I do have a fiance sleeping in the other room. I figure if I want to keep that fiance, I better not be too loud at 8 o'clock in the morning. Well, still halftime. No real updates. Wondering if Mark Hughes is in the locker room. Not sure how that works. He may or may not be speaking to the team. If he's not speaking to the team, I imagine they're listening to, a nice little song. Probably not much talking. Maybe they're all sitting in the locker room, retying their shoes in the background over the loudspeakers. Loving you is easy 'cause you're beautiful. I'm sure that's their halftime warm-up song. All right, we'll be back in a few moments with the second half as it gets underway. Hold on, though. Replays just came on, and I want to see this overhead kick. The Stoke game, keep in mind, it's 1-0. Stoke having conceded a goal in every game this season. Dusan Tadic hitting the top of the post, bounces off Peter Cech's back into the net. Counts as an own goal. Here we go. Koscielny with a bicycle kick. Oh, that's pretty. That is a pretty goal. I don't like Arsenal one bit, but that goal is pretty. I like that goal. All right, we'll be back in moments with the second half. Stoke City versus Tottenham Hotspur. Okay. Still waiting for halftime to end. Let's see, 1-1 Arsenal Southampton, Bournemouth West Brom 0-0, Middlesbrough Crystal Palace 1-1, West Ham United Watford 2-2, Burnley Hull 0-0. Again, Mark Hughes has been sent off. I don't know where he sits. Is he in an executive box? Does he get to enjoy some oysters? And we're coming back. Stoke team is poised and waiting. I don't see the Tottenham team out yet. Son with the only goal. 41st minute. See a man in a green shirt with a little yellow flag streaking across the field. He's wearing pants. He's not literally streaking in that sense, but touchline judge trying to get to position. Penis head ref who sent Mark Hughes off has come back out. No changes at the half. Mauricio Pochettino coming down the touchline. Mark Hughes not coming down the touchline. Stoke will start us off here with the kickoff. It's got to be said they haven't really had the chances that we would have liked to have seen in the first half. And Bula sending it up. Joe Allen cutting down, sending it in. It's a long cross. Stoke with a corner. Very good early play. Allen couldn't find anyone far post. He was looking for Arnautovic. Again, the chest, back, thigh rubbing is going on in the 6-yard box. Allen taking it short and then just sending it out. It was that was pretty pathetic. I mean, if you're going to take it short, you got to send it right into the 6-yard box. Mark Hughes looking like a grandma with a cell phone trying to figure out how to use a walkie-talkie. Definitely talking with some of the coaches down on the touchline. For leaving the technical area and for remonstration, Mark Hughes was kicked out of the stadium. Well, kicked out of the touchline. He's high up in the stands now. Stoke having to find something. It's got to be said. They've got to find something to make this work. Arnautovic going down. Peters trying for the cross. Clears away. And Shawcross will collect and send it back to Given. Given looking for Walters. Walters putting a knee in the back of the Spurs player. Mark Hughes isn't even watching the game. He's on his BlackBerry sending an email. Probably looking up coupons. Texting one of his coaches down on the touchline, probably. Or he's couponing. We don't know. First half so far, it's been very, uncontrolled. Just kind of bouncing around. And Bula moving forward, trying to make something happen. Finds Peters out wide. Tottenham will kick that out. We'll have Stoke City throw in. Eriksson moving forward, collects the ball. Ooh, whips it in. Shea Given near post, sends it out for a corner. He ain't giving you shit. He ain't giving you shit. Do you hear what I say? He ain't giving you shit. So it will be a Spurs corner here. Eriksson with the corner. Pops it in. Popped up. Oof. Bonnie almost heads it right into his own net on his debut. Given tips it over, but there was an infringement. And that is a foul. And yeah, that's Dele Alli jumping right into Given there. You can't do that. And Bula, getting tackled from behind, stays on his feet and keeps possession. Finds Bonnie, who sends it back to Shawcross. Finds Jeff Cameron out right. Cameron plays it back to Whelan out right. Shawcross, long diagonal ball, looking for Arnautovic, only finds a Tottenham player. Eric Peters regaining possession. Martin Zindi in the back now, looking for a pass forward. Tries to cut it through to Walters. Can't quite get it there. Now Tottenham collects. We'll try and keep possession and move forward. They work it free. That's not good. Tottenham streaking down the left side. Cross in, cut back like the first goal, but Bruno Martins Indy just throws himself in front of it. He's on the ground, though. I think he might have caught one in the old soccer balls, but it's Eric Peters who stayed down, though. Not Bruno Martins Indy. Wanyama throwing Mbula down. Doesn't see a second yellow. Although probably should. Throwing Mbula down. Mbula, such a young man with such pace. He's like 3 years younger than me. And Eric Peters still down. He had a block from Dele Alli. He really threw himself in front of it. Not sure what's hurting him. Getting the physio right now. Zirdan Shaqiri not playing. As Mark Hughes put it in his press conference, he came back from international duty with a slight hamstring. I thought you would want a full hamstring to play. I think he might slight hamstring issue, but according to the manager, who's now in the stands, Shaqiri not playing because of a slight hamstring. Mark Hughes back on the BlackBerry, sending some more emails. Ooh, getting a phone call. I bet his wife's saying, "You're on TV, don't slouch." And I bet he's saying, "Oh, that's a sexist joke." I don't know if he's married. He's got rings on both hands. I assume he's married. One of them might be a class ring. Or like a... I don't know. I'm a badass former footballer ring. Eric Peters is up, doing his little shake-it-off jog. He is going to have to come to the sideline, though, of course. Stoke City free kick. Center midfield. Short kick. Shawcross, who then tries to send it out wide. Gets popped up. Bonnie's going to fight for that. Gets headed in. Arnautovic tries to send it back. Ooh, hits Walker in the face and gets a corner kick. Kyle Walker taking a minute to stand up. Arnautovic trying to cause it back. Oh, that ball hits Walker square in the face. As long as he doesn't have a concussion, that's really funny. Joe Allen taking the corner kick, sending it in. Stoke City. Oh! Gosh, Shawcross. The ball comes to his feet, and he just sends it inches wide of the post. Oh, that would have been big. Just inches off. It's promising, but not good enough. Tottenham moving forward now.
trying to get forward in numbers. Kyle Walker tries to cross. Eric Peters sends it out for a throw. 53rd minute here. Stoke looking somewhat lively. But, only matters so much if you're not scoring the goals. Joe Allen clears ball out of the 18-yard box. We'll have another Spurs throw in. Spurs with the ball at the 18-yard box. Comes back out to Kyle Walker, who crosses it in. No one around given. He collects. That moves forward. Shay Given, Republic of Ireland, international player, retired. That's about all I know about him, and that he's kind of old. I believe when he made his debut, Dele Alli was like 6 months old or something. Stoke trying to get possession. Jeff Cameron sends it to Bruno Martins-Indy. Finds Mbula. Mbula looking to turn. Getting a little caught up. Getting double-teamed. Arnautovic trying to find Peters, but Peters, it's a little bit too much of an ask. Eric Lamalala is going to come on for Victor Wanyama. That's too bad. I would have liked to see him get a red card. This game actually does produce quite a few red cards, historically speaking. Wanyama would have been one of the bets to put your money on for who's going to get the red card in this game. But not anymore. Ball bouncing around. Wilfred Bonny really has been isolated today. Hasn't gotten the kind of chances he wants. Eriksson clips it on, moving forward. Looks for Son. Son. Fuck. I mean, at what point does this shit just not stand anymore? Because this is essentially the same thing that's happened in every game. Son, for those of you who don't know, just scored again. It's out of nothing. It's pathetic. I personally want to put hot coals on the backs of the Stoke City players' knees. The finish is a finish, but and then they do the dab. They just dabbed like Cam Newton. This got serious. I'm a Broncos fan. Holy shit. All right. Stoke have to find something here. Bonnie wins a header, but apparently fouls someone. It's at these points in games where I say, okay, this is either going to be another 30 minutes of absolute boringness, another 30 minutes of absolute tear because they're going to score again, Tottenham, or this is the 30 minutes in which we have an amazing comeback, 3 goals, 30 minutes, and we win the game. Now, that last option rarely happens, but it's important to remember that it is an option. It's the Premier League. Anything can happen. Shay Given doing a little bit of sweeping, keeping. We do have a foul on Stoke. They'll get a free kick about midway line. And Mbula looking to take it quickly, sending it back to Shawcross. I mean, it's got to be said. Stoke have to find some creativity here. They got to create some more chances. They got to get the ball to Wilfred Bonny and let him try and do something with it. Jonathan Walters rising, heading down. Bonny trying to collect it, winds up just slipping and sending it over to Tottenham. Tottenham trying to come back. Shawcross catching the header. And Mbula now taking possession. Arnautovic keeping possession, surrounded by players, trying to get it out from under his feet, but can't find anybody. Swinging around to the other side of the field. Arnautovic crossing. And it's, almost finds the feet of Bonnie, but it is sent out for a corner kick. It's more promising. Definitely more promising. That's the kind of intent we need to see. Bonnie almost getting a foot on it, but we'll take the corner. Okay, Stoke City corner here. Looks like Joe Allen again will take it. A little bit of pushing and shoving going on. Allen sending it in. Ugh. Eludes everyone. Bonnie almost collects it, but he can't. Spurs moving forward on the counter. And Bula just trying to catch it. It's dreadful, it's sad, and it's woeful, the way that the team plays. If it weren't for the fact that I'm lazy, I don't even think I would stay. Dele Alli scores a goal. 3-0. I mean, it's at this point, look, we tied Middlesbrough 1-1. We lost 1-0 to Everton on a penalty that probably shouldn't happen. 4-1 to Manchester City. 60th minute in this game, we're down 3-0 to Tottenham. Something's not right at this team. This is beyond a bad start. This is you can't give up 3 goals in 60 minutes at home in a Premier League game. It's dreadful, it's sad, and it's woeful the way that the team plays. If it weren't for the fact that I'm lazy, I wouldn't even fucking stay. I mean, at this point, that whole comeback option is seeming further and further away. A ball straight to Eric Peters, and it runs under his foot and out for a throw in the Spurs. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to say about this anymore. We're Stoke 0, Tottenham 3, 60th minute. I mean, not really happy about that. Mark Hughes checking his watch. Also not very happy about this. I hear songs being sung. I don't know what songs they are. I can only imagine that they're something along the lines of, "You're shit, you're shit, you're shit." Look, I'm a fan, but even a good fan has to know when his team is being shit. Things are getting sadder and sadder. Sadder and sadder. I mean, there's not a whole lot to be said. Tottenham 3-0 flatters them. And Tottenham with a corner. Two successive home defeats for the first time. That's great. And massive home defeats. I mean, you can't give away these kinds of goals at home. Eriksson to take the corner. Takes the corner. Gets cleared out and then slapped onto Harry Kane's back. Goes out for a goal kick. I mean, honestly, it's a practice in patience. At this point, it's a practice in positivity, in rage control. I mean, I'm lucky that the games are on at 9 o'clock in the morning because my rage meter is pretty empty at 9 o'clock in the morning. But it's there. The rage is there. I mean, there's not a whole lot to be said here. Tottenham breaking again. Finds Eriksson. Back to Eriksson, Alley. I mean, let's be honest about who looks most likely to score next. It's not Stoke. Eriksson whips a shot.
That'll be another Tottenham corner.
I mean, this whole commentary thing is gonna be fun when Stoke play well. So it's not gonna be fun today. 64th minute. Lamella moving a boom mic. Taking the corner, sending it in. It's cleared away. Son. Dele Alli whips it. And it's cleared out by Bonnie. God. This is just... I mean, we've been much worse than Spurs have been good. That should be clear. I mean, it's hard to figure out with the quality of individual players that we have what the hell is going on with the team. I mean, how do they get back into this game at this point? Can they get back into this game? I mean, there's time. Theoretical possibility. But it doesn't look likely right now. Let's be honest. A lot of things have to happen before Stoke get back into this game. So far, none of them are happening. We're going to have a
Throw-in down the left side for Stoke. Marko Arnautovic thinks about taking it, tosses it to Peters.
Jeff Cameron chipping it up. Comes down, not a bad chance. And Bula trying to smash one home, sends it over the bar. I mean, it's better than we've seen. Doesn't matter too much when you're already down 3-0. We are going to have Boyan come on. He's not a boy, he's a man. He's Boyan. Glenn Whelan coming off. Boyan coming on. It's definitely a opportunity to say, let's try and get something out of the game. I don't know that that's going to happen. But hey, it's a nice sentiment. Um, 67th minute, 68th minute. I mean, honestly, nothing's happened since the third goal. It's been back and forth, back and forth. Tottenham trying to work something out. Ryan Shawcross just laying Eriksson out. He's in a heap in the corner of the 18-yard box in the Stoke half. Arnautovic finds Mbula centrally. Mbula trying to find Boyan. Puts a little too much on it. And Tottenham recontrols. Will be a Tottenham throw. Mark Hughes still trying to make phone calls. I mean, at this point, man, you might want to find a landline. What Stoke really need, though, are a lifeline. Jonathan Walters can't win the ball. Tottenham charging again. Allen trying to get in the way. Martin's Indy clears. Not very far. It comes back in. Eriksson collects. Sends it down the flank. Ali trying to outwit Bruno Martins Indy, who does very well to keep the ball from going out for a corner. Ali trying to cut back in, sends it to the top of the 18. Lamela. Jeff Cameron, nice interception, but gives it right back up to Lamela. Trying to find Eriksson. Shea given. Good save. And I think we will have a Tottenham corner after this. I mean, if it weren't for the fact that I'm trying to be professional about it, we'd probably just end this right now. I mean, this is the point in the game at which you just say, I don't want to. I just don't want to. Tottenham still trying to find that cross, sends it in, flashes across the goal. Son bringing it back in. Harry Kane with the tap in 4-0. I mean, the pass comes to Kane in the 6-yard box. He's got no one around him, and it should be said, Stoke City are fucking sucking. It's dreadful, it's sad, and it's woeful the way that the team play. If it weren't for the fact that I'm lazy, I definitely wouldn't fucking stay. And Pulu's gonna come off for Charlie Adam. Why not? Not gonna make a difference. I mean, this is unacceptable on so many levels to have this kind of start to the season. I mean, 2 games where we've lost 4-0 at home, or where we've conceded 4 goals at home. Oh, okay, we'll take a corner kick. Great. Let's see what happens. I mean, if we come roaring back to tie or win this game, it's going to be a thriller, and that's why we stick around for these games. The likelihood of that happening, I mean, I think it's more likely that I'll score a goal for Stoke today. Adam with a corner. It's a nice looking corner. Doesn't do anything, but it looked nice. Allen trying to send it back in, finding no one. Tottenham now, trying to find the break. Joe Allen just kind of shoving the Tottenham player in the butt to send him down. It's a very professional foul. Ugh. I mean, Harry Kane scoring a goal coming off. I mean, he's walking off real slow. I think at this point, if everyone was asked and we had a vote, I think 90% would say, let's call it. Let's call it here. 4-0. You scored 4. Take it. Don't get greedy. We don't think we can come back, you know. Great debut for Bruno Martins Indy, it should be said. I think that he is not to blame for many of these goals. He's looked promising. Son trying to volley in his hat trick. Sends it over. I mean, the problems for Stoke seem superficial. It's stupid decision making, not doing the basics. But I worry that there might be something that runs deep that's preventing Stoke from taking off. And until that's resolved, I'm going to have to sit through a lot of frickin' games like this. I mean, it should be said we're bottom of the table right now. We'll stay bottom of the table. Our goal differential is horrendous. I can almost guarantee you I don't think we'll have a positive goal differential this season based on the start of these first 4 games. I mean, it's dire, and not Nathan. Stoke here with the throw in. I mean, even if they score, it's going to be hard to get excited. You know, that's what's disappointing. Even if they get a goal, I'm only going to kind of want to sing. Boyan finding Adam, who's definitely going to have a strike. Deflected. Lloris collects. I mean, at least he's shooting. At least he made Hugo Lloris move his feet, I guess. Marko Arnautovic pressing to try to win the ball back. He does get a throw in for Stoke. That's good hard work. Stoke still yet to score from open play in the Premier League this season. That is sad. I mean, that's like gut-wrenchingly sad. As a football fan, when you hear that about your team, it kind of makes you want to put on your boots. Charlie Adam looking like he might try for the shot. Comes to Arnautovic, takes the shot, deflects wide for a corner. I mean, 75th minute here. Let's be honest. That deflected shot of Arnautovic's was one of the better opportunities we've had. Oh, cleared off the line. Cleared off the line by Tottenham Hotspur. Yeah. Yeah, of course it was cleared off the line. Bonnie with some nice footwork. Boyan smashes one over the post. I mean, at least things look a little bit brighter. Looks like we have a little bit of chance, but I mean, you can't play for 75 minutes and then turn it on. Just doesn't work like that. Oh, and the flag went up, so it was offside anyways. So Tottenham trying to play it out of the back. Hugo Lloris being chased down by Arnautovic, but he gets rid of that ball before any real trouble can come his way. You know, it's funny. Yesterday I wrote a bunch of songs for all the players. I've sang a couple of them today, but I'll tell you what. I did not write enough songs about us being shit. We're shit, and we know it. Dun, 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 dun. We're shit, and we know it. Bruno Martins Indy, though, I gotta say, is the only bright spot for a Stoke City fan in this game. He's looked on it. Wilfred Bonny hasn't had a whole lot coming his way, but hasn't created a whole lot. I watched him a lot at Swansea. My fiance is a Swansea fan, and I think that he's not really the kind of guy who's going to make things happen. Someone's got to kind of bring him into a moment. He doesn't necessarily create them on his own as much as you'd like, but certainly not a great debut for Bonnie. Bruno Martins Indy, though, he's played well. He's looked good. He just, in fact, as I'm saying this, he stands tall, blocks out an Eriksson shot. So I mean, if there's a silver, I don't want to say lining. I think silver lining is an overstatement. If there's a silver sliver, a silver speck, if you will, the slightest bit of silver, a single unit of silver, one molecule of silver to this game, it's that Bruno Martins has had a pretty good debut. And that's you know, I mean, I'm saying that in a game where we're losing by 4 goals. So, and he's a center back, you know, but straws I grasp. Tottenham with the corner, the ticket short, send it in. It's cleared away here, but goes straight back out to the Tottenham players, and Stoke try and come out. I mean, things are a little too calm. It almost feels like we might get dangerously close to conceding again. Sissoko, and it's deflected. Given saved it, don't worry. First touch for Sissoko in a Tottenham shirt. Oh my god. I mean, Stoke, they're so stationary. There's not movement. Bruno Martins in, he tried to block that, gets deflected. Could have been a bad goal. Shea Given on top of it, that's lucky. It'll be another corner for Tottenham, though. I mean, at this point, everyone wants the game to end, except for Tottenham fans and players. Bonnie clears it down. Boyan spinning, trying to clear it. He does get it cleared to a Tottenham player. I mean, Stoke just can't even get is there glue on their shoes? They're not even moving. The movement is pathetically slow. Cross comes in, too long for anyone. Jeff Cameron gonna chase it down. I mean, Stoke had a good opening part of this game. They looked promising, and then that all went away really fast. Jeff Cameron trying to work it out. I mean, we're still in the Stoke half. I don't feel like I've said whose half we're in too much. Arnautovic breaking forward, Bonnie going centrally. Arnautovic's cross heads out, and that'll be a goal kick. As I was saying though, if you've been thinking, where are they? I haven't heard him say that they're on this half, that half. They've been in the Stoke half for a good 10 minutes until the breakaway that went to nothing, and now we're back in Stoke's half. So Tottenham moving forward. I mean, it's a foul somehow. Adam not very happy about that one. No one's very happy about that one. I didn't write enough songs about how shit we are. That's all I can think of, really, 'cause this is pathetic. I mean, this is Aston Villa of last season level of play that we've had in these opening few games. Wilfred Bonny just kind of wandering. Boyan with pace when he needs it. Joe Allen running around with all the desire and intent, but none of the performance. I feel like I've sighed more in the past 80 minutes than I have in my entire life. Shawcross getting a purple nurple from Jensen. That will be a foul, and Stoke will try and clear the ball out of their own half. There's not a whole lot to say. I mean, it's turned into one of those games where it's an exercise. It's an exercise in following the rules. It's an exercise in paying attention and following the directions, because the rules state you got to play 90 minutes. And if it weren't for that, I think we all would have called it. I think we all would have gone and grabbed some tea or whatever and called it a while ago. Bonnie picking it up, looking all right, cutting in and out. That's some nice footwork from Bonnie. Takes a shot, side netting. I mean, it's very nice play from Bonnie. It's very encouraging that he might be able to do that before the 83rd minute in a game, because he's done nothing all day and suddenly he turns it on. 83rd minute. I want some more coffee and some eggs. And me saying that is the most exciting thing about the game right now. Shea Given can't prevent a corner. And the commentators on TV are saying, "I'd like to see it again." Him preventing that corner. Was it in? What it doesn't. It's the most exciting thing that's going on, but it's not exciting, you know. Eric Peters doing a little hustle to knock that ball out of bounds. Tottenham working it on back, playing a little passity-dacity. Um, Everybody's checking their watches at this point. I mean, Hugo Lloris just pulled out his pocket watch and was like, "Oh, dear me." A couple of 1-2s, a little back and forth going on with Tottenham. They're thinking, yeah, if we can get a chance, why not whip another shot in there? Sissoko on Peters, sends it back to the top of the 18. Oh man, I mean at this point it's training ground, rotational passing. It's you know, missed runs, goes out for a goal kick. Uh, you know, I mean really, if you were to watch this game, really, I know I'm not saying much at this point, but there's not much to say. 85th minute, 4-0. Neither team gives a shit. Manager sent into the stands. Shea Given hiking up his shorts to show off his Irish thighs. I mean, not a whole lot's going on. I mean, I would take a consolation goal at this point. Joe Allen fouled, trying to work his way through some Tottenham players. I mean, there's a lot of injuries, granted, but we should have the injured positions covered. Doof is injured, but we didn't have a striker anyways before we brought Bonnie in. Johnson, I mean, that's like a crapshoot. Yeah, he can play great, but he can also play to the point where you wish he was injured. Shaqiri, I mean, that's a miss. He's been playing well for us. You know, I think there's Abraham Afellay injured with a knee, as Mark Hughes would put it. You know, but those things shouldn't mean you give up 4 goals at home. To a side that, you know, largely, I mean, Tottenham, they've had a decent start, but they've not kicked on to the degree where I'm going to be okay with this score line. 87th minute. I mean, the ball's just kind of getting chipped and bounced around at this point. Mauricio Pochettino is doing some dance moves out there. In his revealing sweatpants. He might want to think about jeans for the next game, if you ask me. It's really, I mean, he looks like he just got done working out at the gym. I don't think that that's an appropriate business attire for a manager to be wearing. Walters almost brings it down, but can't get the ball out from under his feet to get the shot away. He's looked all right today, I guess. I mean, as good as anybody's looked for Stoke. So not that great. Moving forward here through Charlie Adam, looking for a good pass. I mean, Boyan, Adam again sending it forward. Bonnie trying to collect, and he will. He finds Joe Allen, who tries to send it back to Bonnie. Bonnie trying to work around the 18-yard box, but he has to send it back up to the top of the key to Boyan. Boyan, who's working it well, works his way outside, sends it back in, and it's out of bounds. Did get the corner, though. It did take a Tottenham deflection. I mean, there have been a couple of 5-second flashes of real hope in this game, which is great. The problem is that you got to play the game for 90 minutes. So 5-second flashes don't really mean shit unless you have thousands of them in succession. I think we've had about 5 of those 5-second flashes. The corner kick, by the way, came to absolutely nothing. Because, of course, it did. We're in the 89th minute now. Really, really looking forward to that 90th minute whistle. Mauricio Pochettino, too. He looks like he's ready for lunch or something. He's like, all right, come on. Stoke just trying to find Boyan, looking all right, twisting and turning. But I mean, just nothing is happening here for anybody. Eric Peters to Arnautovic, who's going to find Peter on the overlap, who's tripped up by Sissoko. It would be nice to see him get a yellow card, which he does. So he got something on his debut. Just kind of catches Peters across the back of the leg, sends him over. Will be a free kick from a promising area. If it were earlier in the game, I'd be losing my shit over the potential, but at this point, it's a consolation. Possibly. Not really too meaningful other than our goal difference, and when you get to the point where you're worrying about trying to keep your goal difference from getting absolutely horrible, it's been a rough day. Arnautovic over the ball, sends it in, and oh my god, just pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. Arnautovic, you play like shit. And I don't know, I didn't come up with a song for that, but just skies it. I mean, when you're at the edge of the 18-yard box, you just got to send it in. Give someone a chance to tap. 4 more minutes to endure. Oh, man. Oh. Charlie Adam takes out Dele Alli, gets a yellow card. Feet right out from under him. Man. I mean, I've felt pain before. I felt that like searing pain where you're like, I just touched something hot. But what I haven't felt quite like this is a numbness pain. A pain that takes away feelings. A pain that makes you question whether or not you can feel. A pain that makes you question whether or not there is a soul. It makes you doubt the existence of the unique human conscious. It makes you question if life is just a random, chaotic mess of disappointing occurrences that result in Stoke losing games. They started awful last season. They ended awful last season, and they finished 9th. If they'd started decent last season and finished decent last season, they might have had European football. So I don't really know what to think about this. Eric Peters charging forward. It's sent out. Nothing came of it. It's a good run. He's kept going. He's kept trying. He's Eric Peters. In fact, you know what? In a time of disappointing things, I think Eric Peters, he gets a song. He's Eric Peters. He runs the meters. 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 So, corner kick went straight into the palms of Hugo Lloris. Bruno Martins Indy heading it down and out of bounds. At this point, I think everyone's trying just to do a little bit of a cool down more so. It's kind of like okay, let's, let our heart rate kind of steadily slow down, let the muscles start to relax without cramping. Lamella smashes it into the hands of Shea Given. Uh, Given looking to send it up. It's woeful, it's sad, and it's dreadful. The way that the team plays. If it weren't for the fact that I'm lazy, there's no fucking way I would stay. Throw into Stoke City. Bonnie comes back for it and immediately, gets fouled. Just chopped down. Oh. Sent to Joe Allen. We got 15 seconds, folks. 15 seconds to glory. So let's all just stay friends. Let's try again next week. Let's see what can happen. This week happened. It's dead. It's gone. Oh, God. Tottenham's breaking away again. Shit. Well, let's just pretend that's the game. Okay. It's horrendous. I'm sorry. There wasn't anything fun to talk about. There wasn't any fun songs to sing. Mark Hughes couldn't even enjoy his antics. But we will be back next week. The extremely partial commentator, bringing you all the latest news from Stoke City, letting you know if they're crap, if they're fantastic, or if they're neither. As for me, I'm done for the day. Enjoy the rest of your football. I'll see you next week when Stoke City travels to Selhurst Park to take on Crystal Palace.